my Zoom, and I am going to turn on my camera just for a second so you can see me. See, I can click start video. Hi. I'm going to turn the video off though for this screencast. So I'm going to click stop video. And when I click the button next to video, there are a couple different options here. If you had an external camera, you could select that. I'm using the one built into my computer. And same thing with the audio. You can have different microphones that you use here. Now, teachers who might be using Zoom with their students have the option to let their students be on camera or not, and let their students have a microphone or not. When you set up your classroom or your meeting, those are buttons you can check or uncheck. So another thing to show you that's really fun with students is that there's a reactions button on my version here, and you can ask your students to give you a thumbs up while you're working with them. The thumbs up appears in the corner and it will disappear in a minute, but I think that's a fun button. Another thing you can do is record your lesson and post it somewhere. If you're using Zoom to meet with some of your students, but some are unable to be there due to internet connectivity or scheduling, it's easy to record what you've got and post it. Now the chat box will appear on the side here, and you can send a message to everyone, or you can change that and you can send a message to a certain student. You can also share announcements or things like that through the chat box if you want to. It's easy to close it out up here by clicking that button. I'll come back to share screen in a minute. You can manage your participants here. You can see everyone who's here. You see that I'm present and my red camera has a line through it. That means my camera's turned off. And these are buttons that your participants can use. Here's some more buttons: thumbs up, thumbs down, clapping. These would be some buttons you could use with your class if you were meeting with them. I haven't explored a lot of those buttons because I tutor students individually through Zoom, so I don't get into that a lot. Although we love the reactions, we love the thumbs up. Okay, and the invite button is pretty self-explanatory. You can invite people to your meeting. Okay, another basic thing about Zoom is at the very top, you have a meeting ID. It's in the top bar, the gray bar here at the top. It will pop up. There it is. It's a long number and a 10-digit number, and that's the meeting ID that you would share. It's just like a conference call where you have to type in the number to join the call. You can make that a special number, or Zoom can auto-generate just your basic conference room and give you a number. So I can imagine teachers wanting to send that number to their parents or post it on their private classroom site, a private Facebook page, and say, join me on Zoom at 1 p.m. and here's the Zoom meeting ID code. It would be like typing in the code to join Kahoot. It'd be very similar. Now I'm going to share my screen with you. You can also ask your students to share their screen if you wanted. If you said, okay, well, this one student has the correct answer on their math problem. I want to see their work. Let's do a number talk around their work. And, student 1, will you please share? Okay, I can share my desktop with you, which would be like if we were going to play Kahoot, I might want you to see that. Let me show you the whiteboard right now. Again, this is very basic. I'm just showing you a couple things. But in the whiteboard mode, you can draw and do text. It's kind of what you might imagine from a platform like this. You can even add another slide down at the bottom. So if you wanted to do an introductory slide, do a number talk or something like that, you can then add a second slide and build out a small slideshow here. Speaking of slideshows, I use Smart Notebook a lot, and I use Google Slides a lot. To use those with Zoom, I would click the button Share Screen, and I would choose Desktop, and I would have those files loaded up. It says Files over here. I haven't explored a lot over here, but clearly there are things to explore. So that's sharing screen. That's just a couple basic ideas. Oh, there you go. There's my screen. And then now I'm going to push stop share. Okay. So this is just a basic walkthrough. If you have more questions about how to use Zoom, I will gladly answer them and share with you how I work with my elementary school students on Zoom. So please message them to me, comment with those questions, and I would be also happy to do a video about how to download Zoom or how to get it up and running. So I'm going to end this now, and hopefully that answered some of your questions.